Teams in Colombia are still searching for survivors of Monday's earthquake. At least 281 people have died. The president says 379 people remain missing. Aid agencies warn the chances of finding survivors drop sharply after 72 hours. The government is only accepting help from just a few countries that have certifications, and that includes the U.S., El Salvador, Ecuador, and Israel. A group of rescuers from Mexico is ready to go help, but they haven't been approved yet. However, Mexico did send more than 19 tons of aid to Colombia. For information on how you can help the earthquake victims there, go to cnn.com/impact. Impact Your World will add vetted organizations as they begin operations on the ground. A train derailment in southern England has injured 18 people, 2 of them seriously. The accident happened 45 miles south of London. Look at this. About 150 people were on board when the last 3 carriages of this train left the tracks and tumbled onto their sides. Emergency services say 10 fire engines and rescue units responded to the scene. It's not immediately clear what caused the accident, but inspectors are there on site. Several train services, they were canceled or running at slower speeds because of heat reaching 95 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 35 degrees Celsius in the UK. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says his country could stop all Russian ballistic missiles if it had only 10% of Patriot interceptors from U.S. stocks. Now, we brought you part 1 of his interview with CNN on Wednesday. Now in part 2, he's opening up about his private life and his plans for after the war. Here's CNN's Nick Payton-Walsh.
We heard an impassioned plea from President Volodymyr Zelenskyy of Ukraine for urgent, not only more interceptor missiles for the Patriot systems, the only thing really that can take down Russian ballistic missile attacks that have been causing devastation in Ukraine cities over the last weeks, but also too for the license to be able to manufacture those devices here in Ukraine. That plea direct to the White House, who responded, a White House official essentially saying their priority was US stocks and those of partners and allies, but also said they had to protect the future security of US technology and that nothing in terms of co-production had been decided or guaranteed for Ukraine. Really not what they want to hear in Kiev, a city where months ago, people would walk calmly through air raid sirens, but now, because of the chronic lack, possible absence of those interceptors, they rush for subways or shelter. But still, after our interview with President Zelenskyy, I had a moment to talk to him about his emotions, his desires for that moment, distant as it seems, when the war indeed ends. Here's what he had to say.
Thanks so much. No, I had too many meetings today with the soldiers. And we'll have, after the interview, the second military cabinet.
So you have said in the past that when this war is over, you just want to sit on the beach and drink beer.
Yeah.
Is that still your abiding feeling, or do you know that there'll be more work to do afterwards?
No, I want really. I need some time. I need some time with my family and with the sea.
I mean, that's the key question, because this must be for you physically incredibly exhausting to deal with the loss, the pressure. You say every morning phone calls about Patriot interceptors that lives depend upon. How you handle that particular stress, and do you get to talk to your kids every day? Or?
Every day, but sometimes by phone, of course. Not every day I can see them, but I mean, I'm very happy to.
What do you say to them?
To them, morning. How are you? how are things? Yes, and they tell me what the dreams they had.
You miss them?
Miss, of course, and of course miss, and of course I always say how I love them. Like you know, you physically need to hug them, and so we understand this. Like big support, big energy support.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have one last question. What is that?
This elephant.
The elephant with the cold.
What is it? You know, this is very historic building. You know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You gave me some moment to relax.
Please have a moment to tell them
after the war.
You worry you might get trapped in like
Nobody can take right. I will fight for you.
And the idea of it all being over, as I say, is still distant. That emotion of what people would like to get back to, I think something every Ukrainian can indeed identify. But at the same time, Zelensky's direct plea to the United States, born here of an absolute crisis for Ukrainians nightly. We're hearing rumours that potentially there could be ballistic attacks this night, the following nights, and Ukrainians will be racing to shelters when that happens. This is born of a global lack of Patriot interceptor missiles, essentially spawned from the US and Israeli attack on Iran and what happened in the Gulf states around and their use of them afterwards. An acute crisis felt worst here and counted in lost lives.
Thanks to CNN's Nick Payton-Walsh for that report. Nearly 30 years after Tupac Shakur's death, a murder trial is set to begin in Las Vegas. After the break, does prosecutors make their case against Dwayne Keefe D. Davis? Stay with us.
The CNN weather.